Hi, welcome back to Detailing World, and in today's video we're taking a look at a couple of car dryers from BigBoi. Hi, so welcome back. If this is your first time here, my name's Matt, and as I said, today we're going to be looking at the BlowR car dryers from BigBoi. These have been kindly sent to us from the guys over at Ultimate Finish, so first of all a big shout out to those guys and thank you very much for supplying us with these to demo them. So yeah, we'll just dive into the garage now and we'll take a quick first look at these dryers and see what's what. So yeah, we have the three dryers here. We'll just go through them in order of smallest to largest basically. So in the middle here we've got the BigBoi Buddi. That is the entry one. It's got a single motor and dual speeds on that one. On the end there, that is the BigBoi Mini. That again has got a single motor and a twin speed selection on there. And then the bigger one here, this is the BigBoi Pro. And that's a twin motor and 4-speed selections on that one basically. I'll go into more detail on these in just a moment, but first of all we'll just give the car a quick wash and then we'll test them out. So that's it all washed off now and rinsed. Obviously I want to keep this a bit short because I want to get the car washed and get all the water off before I get any watermarks. I'm going to start off with the BlowR Mini, so that is the middle of the range. Then I'll give the BlowR Pro a try. I'll probably have to re-wet the car and then look at the BlowR Buddi. Just for reference, in my mind, the BlowR Buddi, and it does say this on the website, is for basically small jobs, probably motorbikes. But it just says, you know, spokes, calipers, wheel nuts, filler caps, just little intricate areas, so wing mirrors as well, and door handles for the BlowR Buddi. And then the Mini and the Pro, in my opinion, they look to be about the same, just different specs in terms of one's a dual motor, then there's temperature differences and speed differences. But other than that, well, yeah, they look like they do the same kind of job. One's, I suppose, a bit more industrial, the other one's a bit more home user. So yeah, we'll take a quick look at all three of these now and we'll come back to you in a moment. dried the car off now, and as you've seen, I've rinsed the car down and tested each of these individually. So we'll start off with the Buddi, and that is the smaller one just there. Now inside that is a 900 watt motor or a 1.2 horsepower. And there's two speeds on that, which is 45 miles an hour and 155 miles an hour. Also, the Buddi has the BigBoi temperature technology, and basically what that does is lifts the ambient temperature up. So in that, it lifts it up by 25 degrees. So yeah, if it's 5 degrees outside, that'll be kicking out 30-degree air. And as I say, Ultimate Finish and BigBoi, they recommend this for round filler caps, spokes, calipers, mirrors, that kind of thing. Now, as you've seen in there, I did actually manage to use it on the bonnet, and also windows and one of the side panels. I think I'd agree with them. It'd be more, you know, probably you're going to towel dry the body of the car and then just use that to blow out all the shuts and the gaps. Simply because you've got to hold a big, and it's not heavy. You're not going to get armate, but if you was to catch the bodywork with it, you are going to scratch or damage paintwork. Also, I would mention the BigBoi comes with 3 attachments, and that's these two here, and then there's a pointy nozzly one just on there. Now that one and this one, these are squishy, so they're made of rubber. If you cut the bodywork, they're not really going to scratch it. They may mar the paintwork, but you're not going to scratch it. And this one here, that is a plastic one. So that's probably good for getting off, you know, if you've got a lot of standing water, and just to try and get the bulk of it off to start with. But I've used the nozzle on all 3 of these blowers. I do prefer that one, I think, because of the smaller sort of footprint, it more intense the air feels when it's coming out. So the next one is the Mini, which is that one just there. Now that one has a 3000 watt motor in there, which is 4 horsepower, and it also comes with 2 different speeds on there. Now that is 45 miles an hour or 137 miles an hour. I could tell the difference between the Mini and the Buddi. They just felt more kick out of the Buddi, but from messing around, and you don't need that intense air all the time. There were times when I'm dialing it down a bit. I'd also say on the Mini you can select the temperature, so instead of increasing the ambient air, you can actually select it, and that is at 15 miles an hour, 25 miles an hour and 45 miles an hour. So the Mini, they are saying you can use that all over the car, which you can, and the hose makes it ideal. Yeah, it's quite flexible. Initial thoughts when you open it, you think there's not enough hose on there, but once you turn up to full power, the hose almost, I wouldn't say doubles in length, but at least gets 50% longer. It just expands a bit, and obviously that's because it's yeah. And then finally we're on to the Pro, which is this big one here. Now this one has a twin 1400 watt motor, which is 4 horsepower again combined, and this has 4 speeds, which is 45 miles an hour up to 179 miles an hour. And the way I've worked that one out is it's 45 miles an hour per half step on each motor. So if you have one motor at half, you've got 45. If you have 2 at half, you've got 90, or 1 at full, you've got 90, then 135, then 179 or 180 in my mind, but they're saying 179 miles an hour. So just like the Buddi, the Pro also has the BigBoi temperature technology, which means it increases the ambient air temperature. So it does it by 20 degrees rather than 25, but still it's warming up the air. And I would also say all 3 of these come with a spare filter. They all come with the attachments, and all you simply have to do is, they've all got these little thumb screws on the bottom there, so you just take that out. It comes with a spare filter, and yeah, so you get pure filtered air as well. So you've got warm air, filtered air, perfect way for a touchless dry on the car. So yeah, on to pricing now then. The Buddi, that one is £99. The Mini, that one is £149, and the Pro is £329. We have managed to get a deal for you guys with Ultimate Finish, and all you need to do is visit their website, and we'll put a link below for that one, and just enter the code DW10 and you'll get 10% off any of these, and that offer is running until the end of April 2019. I also need to say as well, I'm not being paid to talk about these. These are going back to Ultimate Finish. These have just been sent to me for review. So yeah, these are all my honest opinions. So yeah, if I had to buy one of these with my own cash, I would go with the Mini. I think it's a great middle of the road product for the home detailer. If I was still doing this part-time or even as a full-time detailer, then yes, I would definitely go with the Pro. There's just a lot more flexibility with that one. And also it's quite convenient being on wheels as well. The Buddi, if you've got a motorcycle, I'd definitely go with the Buddi. If you enjoy towel drying the car and getting the bulk of it off by hand, by towel, then again go with the Buddi. I wouldn't expect to dry an entire car with the Buddi, but yeah, if you only want it to sort of dry the nuts of the wheels, behind the mirrors, the door handles, around the grills and things like that, Buddi is absolutely fine for, you know, it does that job very well, to be fair. The Mini is just great all rounder really. It's quite portable. You do have to pick it up, there's no wheels on it, but you can adjust the different speeds on it, and you can adjust the temperature as well, which none of the other two you can. So if you do want to have temperature control, you get that with the Mini. So I think that's a great, you know, all-rounder for, especially for the home detailer. One thing I will say as well is when they are blowing the air out, they're probably not much louder than the vacuum cleaner, but then once the air starts passing over sort of shut lines and in the grills, it can whistle and it can just get really, really loud. So it will draw a lot of attention to you. So yeah, if you don't like that, I mean, snow foam draws attention to most people anyway. This is really going to make the neighbours look out the window. I have spoken to the next door neighbours, both of them, other than noticing I'd driven my car several times and I kept wetting it and wondered what I was doing. They didn't really notice. One of them just said it sounded like rain on the window, but other than that, it's not really going to disturb anyone. It's just, you know, if in the summer, if people are having barbecues, they might wonder what you're doing, but that's that. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and again, thanks to Ultimate Finish for sending me these 3 units out. As I say, these will be sent back, 2 of them. This is not a paid sponsorship or anything like that, it's just my own honest review. If you've enjoyed this, then make sure you hit that like button. If you're not subscribed already, then please make sure you do subscribe as well. It doesn't cost you a thing, and it does help us out a lot. So yeah, we'll be bringing more of these reviews to you. If you're a manufacturer or a reseller and you want some products reviewing, then please don't hesitate to get in touch with us. And until then, have fun detailing. Right, so that's the car all dried off now then. As you've seen, what I did is wet the car down. Slug pal. Hey? Do you want to play with them? Yeah? I know.